Take your time getting over. Breathe now, deeply. You said I came out of nowhere. I know you're still stuck in place doing nothing. And I know you still, I know you still want me. Turn your head, girl. Look me straight in the eyes now. Tell me that you finally realize how much you need this. It's so clear when you touch me. You're hiding nothing. I know you still want me. I know you still want me. I know you still want me. I know you still want me.
without a boarding pass. Couldn't catch me, I'll be moving fast. Call me a shooting star. Let 'em know who you are. Flying up in a bar. Wish on a star. Time to show 'em who's in charge. Call me a shooting star. Didn't even get to cross. I said I'm moving too far. Get to glass. Looking at a shooting star. Got more than a couple of people going mad. I swear they're rooting hard. Tell them I'd be big in the game like she went and got them breast implants. I said I'm moving too fast. Didn't even get to glance. I'm ready to eat up track like I'm seated in a restaurant. If you had swag like mine, you know it's best to flaunt. We aren't hating because you aren't. Shining like it's neon. Rock like kings of Leon. Shooting stars across the galaxy. I stand out, so don't be mad at me. Infiltrate, I'm with my strategy. When I turn up, then I just have to leave. Shooting stars across the galaxy. I stand out, so don't be mad at me. Infiltrate, I'm with my strategy. When I turn up, then I just have to leave. Yeah, shooting. Yeah, shooting. Yeah, shooting.
Hello guys, welcome back to the live stream. Hello there 737 fan and Pilot Panos. How you guys doing? Welcome to stream number 249. We're almost 250 streams, yo. It's a pretty good number. But how's everyone doing? Happy 6th of December. Remember the 6th of December because we're going to be flying the DC6 today. Hi. As promised, December 6th, we'll see the DC6 coming into action. We had a trial run on it just the day before, or 2 days ago rather. We flew it from Oslo Gardermoen to Stockholm Arlanda in BOEC cargo delivery, just to give it a trial to see if it's all working well, and also it's working over the stream performance-wise. And yeah, we got a flight in, and it worked out sort of. So today we're going to take it out again, and this time we'll be flying in cold Alaska. In particular, we'll be flying out of Juneau. I believe that's how you say it, Juneau International Airport in Alaska. Towards we'll be heading into Canada, toward in the state of BC. British Columbia. We'll be heading to this airport, tiny little airport by the name of Stewart. Charlie Zulu Sierra Tango, that's the ICAO code of the airport. Pretty small airport, so we'll see how this goes. I mean, it's sort of an airfield where DC6 could operate, but not particularly where you would normally find a DC6 in CZST. So I mean, we're gonna try. We'll see how this ends up eventually, but I mean, I have an alternate airport planned as well, just in case we cannot make it to our initially planned destination. So I mean, we have a good backup just in case. But yeah, we're going to Stewart. So if I can, just bear with me a second. Share my screen. This is what our flight is going to look like. I have it put on Sky Vector. I actually filed it already on VATSIM. Got it planned through PFPX and all that. Already done. Right here. This is basically what it looks like as well. So we're departing PAJN, Juneau, heading out Barlow on the Juneau 5, Brackley to Lima Victor Delta, VOR, which is right there. Level Island, and then Level Island we're taking the Victor 317 all the way to Alpha November, which is Annette Island, and then from there we're Victor 309 to PRNDB, which is Prince Rupert. And then for Prince Rupert we'll be flying VFR, at least so was the plan, up this river you see here. It's in a valley surrounded by high level mountains all around us. We'll be going down in this valley VFR all the way to our airport, which is Stewart, and then trying to land there on a 1200 meter runway or 3000 foot. So yeah, will be interesting. Low level clouds in the area today. Visibility is kind of okay. Temperatures are rather low. Snow's happening, snow and rain. So it should make for fun winter ops as well. Kind of the areas where you would normally see DC6 operating. And this is like what the weather was looking like. Initially I was going to plan to fly out of Port Valdez, Papa Alpha Victor Delta. But as you can see right here, it's being hit by a snowstorm pretty damn hard right now. Airport weather, winds are calm, but visibility is okay right now. 3 station miles, it's actually picked up. It was a lot lower when I checked earlier. 3 station miles overcast at 1200, altimeter 2980. There's snow, there's mist, low level clouds at 100 feet, overcast at 800 feet. So not a really good airport to be flying out of, especially since the departure is VFR out of this airport initially in Port Valdez. So yeah, the ceiling is a little bit too low for that to happen. That's why flying out of Port Valdez is not going to be much of an option today. So instead we're going to be flying out of Juneau, which has a little bit of weather around us, but not as much. So hopefully we'll be okay. Heading down the west coast of the United States, basically, up north, and then towards Stewart. So a bit of an IFR flight plan in the beginning, and then switch to a VFR, and we'll see how that goes. Cruising alt for us will be flight level 210 expected. As you can see from our flight plan details here. We're also just looking on VATSIM to see if we have any ATC online. I highly doubt it, but... Oops, give me a second. Right. Yeah. Heading from Juneau to Stewart, the ATC. Departing runway 08, arriving 36. Yes, 6 December today, 13:15 is estimated departure time, so in about 40 minutes. 8.7 tons of cargo. So pretty low payload actually. Just to keep our weight down. Same with the fuel, we're carrying not that much because of the small airport we're flying into, just to make sure that we can actually get in there. So give me a second. Looks like we have loaded in at the airport as well, and at the wrong airport. Oops. We're supposed to go to Juneau. Excuse me. Okay, so it's gonna load me up now again. Hope you guys can hear me fine in chat. Just do let me know, like, if my audio level is good over the music and all that. But yeah, that's the plan. Oops, there we go. Something you were discussing right there. Yeah, 8.4 tons in fuel. Estimated flight time 1 hour 40 minutes. Departing 13:15, arriving 14:35. At flight level 210 for a cruise, Juneau 5 for the departure to Lima Victor Delta, J502 to Doozy, T266 to ANN, via 309 to PR, and then VFR afterwards. Our alternate is going to be Papa Alpha Kilo Tango, which has an ILS just in case we cannot make it to our destination airport as planned, which is a VFR airfield. We have some bad weather hampering us or whatever. We have our alternate, basically. is what I was going for there. As PAKTs, that has an ILS, so we can do an instrument arrival into that airport in case the need be. And also it does have better weather than the departure airport. PAKT right now, winds 160 at 5, 10 statute miles, visibility is good, few clouds 26, and not that big of a deal, 3300 scattered, temperature 7, dew point 5, altimeter 3059. Temperature still in the positive, so that's a good sign for now. But obviously, there's thunderstorms and snow expected, and rain all over, and it's gonna get colder. Where we're departing PAJN already, it's also temperature 7 degrees. Where we're arriving, it's gonna be 1 degree Celsius, a little bit colder because of where it is. But for the most part, I think we'll be okay. Hopefully it loaded up okay, let's just confirm. There was a little bit of a fall there. I guess it's sort of loaded up okay. Sure. In real time it's gonna be pretty dark actually. Hey there Panda's doing good. Doing good. Let me just set it up cold and dark. Right here real quick. Flying back to us. No, we are in Alaska today. We are flying Everts Air Cargo as well, and we're gonna be flying in the early morning hours. Wow, it's really dark. Making an FS real time, see if it updates. But yeah, we're flying in Alaska, flying from Juneau, Papa Alpha Juliet November, to another smaller airport, flying VFR to this airport called Stewart, Charlie Zulu Sierra Tango in Canada. Yeah, okay, it's a lot darker than I thought it would be, honestly. So, like, hell of a lot darker. So give me a second. Let me fix this. The dynamic lighting's on, right? Yeah. The airport doesn't seem to have any on. Although, it looks like. Yeah, we might have to change and not fly this in real time because it's way too dark and we're supposed to be flying VFR. And it's just a little bit too dark for that. So I'm going to change the timing, I guess, a little bit. Like add a little bit of an offset to it. Make it a little bit brighter. So let's say... This is their sunrise starting about there. It's starting to get a little bit brighter. Get a little bit brighter further on, I guess, I hope. I like flying from Anchorage to Barrow, nice. And hey there, Liam, as well. I think this is good, yeah. It's about 8:40 AM, so we're going like a little bit, like 4 hours ahead a little bit. Let's just say 4 hours ahead. Sure. Apply this time right now, yes. So fast forwarding a little bit so that we can fly with some daytime lighting and can do this flight in Alaska with some cold weather from Juneau to Stewart. FSUIPC, there's a free and paid version as well. The full version is paid, but you can also get the free version, like a demo kind of a thing. It's unlimited. Just some features are not there that you would find in the full version. Okay, aircraft's loaded, cold and dark. Okay, what what we need to do is then get the chocks in for now. Open up the exits here, cabin exits, and the stairs as well. So it's going to be this door right here. I know you can't see much right now, but no, I didn't want to bring it back in. Go out. There we go. Now we got stairs. Hello there, bird. So technically this is what you would need to get on and off the plane. Okay, open up our cargo holds as well, so we can open up the, or load in the cargo rather. So, wow. Beautiful morning in Alaska. There's our cargo holds open, ready to be loaded up. So I will get GSX loaded now as well. Start with some boarding there of the cargo. I did configure it last time, so hopefully it will work as intended. We'll find out in a few moments. If I move it to this mode for you guys, you can probably see a little bit better. There we go. It's a little bit brighter. There you go, yep. One of them will go to the back door, and one to the front. And that should work out well. Awesome. Yeah, same bird. Love the Connie more than this, personally, but yeah, cool plane nonetheless. What did this guy just do? Saw the lighting go crazy, but sure. A little bit unlegit thing with GSX is that you can't adjust the size of the loaders. Technically, you need a little bit of a smaller loader. Hopefully, GSX lets you add forklifts at some point, because yeah, look at it. He's inside the nasal for the propeller there. So, and that wouldn't be nice. We wouldn't want that. Break our props. But nothing you can do about it really. It's either this big loader, or you load in a belt loader, which wouldn't really make much sense. You know, baggage belt, the small one. So hopefully they let us add some. You know, 10 forklifts in the near future. Looking for a nice Connie for X-Plane, couldn't find one. Yeah, I don't think there is for X-Plane, honestly. The Connie, unfortunately, the best thing you're going to get is with P3D or FSX, the A2A one. There's really nothing better out there. The best prop plane, in my opinion, like older prop plane that you can find for free in X-Plane at the moment is probably the PMDG DC6. Okay, they'll do their thing. So we'll start doing ours now. Let me also connect to VATSIM in just a second. November 747 Charlie Echo, that's the aircraft we're flying today. There is one, but 2D cockpit. Oh, ouch. It's not cool. Not fun either. Just give me a second. Make sure my controls are set up properly. Nope, that should be... yes. Okay, so this should be throttle now. Yep, perfect. And this should be prop pitch, which it is. Okay, cool. And make sure I disable it when the axis is broken. Alrighty. First time my flight controls are working, I hope. So first things first, open some windows. So we can talk to those guys down there, loading up our cargo. There comes our pellets. Not much today, just 8,000 pounds we're loading in, so shouldn't be much. Yeah, that seems about right. About two or 3,000 for these pellets. One bigger one right there, that's probably a bit more. Yes, this is PMDG DC6. Well, we fill these in, we'll take it to those guys in Stewart. Just say food and supplies, stuff like that for them. Special delivery. Okay, let's get some lighting on. So turn on the battery switch and put it in ground power mode, sorry. And that way we can turn on some lighting then. There we go. There we go. It's PGMD, lols. Hey there, Stormy. What's up? Okay, no problem, Spanos. Grab one for me too if you can. Hey, we got a cargo loading in. Almost done. But what's up, Stormy? Flying in Alaska today. Should be fun. Nice cold weather. Level clouds. Should be really fun. Okay, boarding completed. Let's go get some food for the flight. Morning breakfast. Request catering. And then we can shut the cargo doors now because we're done with that. We're heading out of Juneau in Alaska towards this tiny little airport in Canada called Charlie Zulu Sierra Tango. That's the ICAO code, called the Stewart. It's a small airfield, VFR only. That's our supposed destination. It's a relatively small airport with a 3,000 foot runway. But if you cannot make it there for whatever reason, I'm just attempting it just to see if I can. But yeah, for whatever reason, if we cannot, and look, what is he doing? I don't know. But yeah, for whatever reason we can't do it, what will end up happening is we have an alternative PAKT, which is Ketchikan or something like that, and we're gonna go there. Yeah, Senflight came early, yep. DC3, yes. Let me just write it down. It's freeware. Should work in Explain 11. 10, I think, maybe as well. I'm not sure. Well, that's the one you're looking for. Manfred Jan DC3, and may actually even be called Manfred Jan and Jan Visser because it's not only him, the whole team involved. I just call it Manfred Jan and team. There's also Jan Visser, JanVisser, another guy who's part of the team making it. Okay, anyways, getting the airplane ready to go. Starting with parking brake set, doors are open. Main and circuit breakers are all set, battery power is on, lighting we got on, battery and ground power selected. No smoking, fasten seatbelt signs. Sure, we can turn those on now. Turn those flickety-flick switches on. Fuel booster, all 4 should be off, or all 8 rather. For alternate and main, yep, 4 each, done. Inverse switches, all 3. Normal and on. Auxiliary blower should be off, which is down here, off. Voltage regulator should be off. Oh, sorry, voltage regulator overheat warning light is off. Yes, it is. What's next? Emergency instrument switch is guarded and should be off. And this is off, yep. Generators should be on. It's gonna be these right here. 2, 3, and 4. All 4 generators are on. Ignition switches should be off, which it is. Engine selector is on off. Water injection pumps should be one over. All 4 off. Fuel booster pump circuit breakers, which all 8 here are on, not tripped. Prop emergency de-icing controls, all 4 guarded and off. Cowl flap should be full open. Gonna be down here. Full right is open. There we go, all opened. Cabin attendant temperature control panel. That's going to be the one on the side right here. We set this up to about 20 degrees, maybe 2 degrees like last time, and leave it there. Cooling turbine switch as desired. We'll turn it on. It's a little bit cold. Get things warmed up. Should see the needle start to go up a little bit. Sitting at about 63 degrees Fahrenheit right now, which is about 11 degrees Celsius, according to this. Door warning lights are on right now because we actually do have a door open. Because we're waiting on catering services, which it might have already completed. Nope, requested. How does this work? Is catering ever going to show up? Probably not. Probably not going to get any catering. It's going to be stuck on that classic GSX. I have to reset it, unfortunately. Unless you see a catering truck anywhere around the airport driving around. But I don't, so I don't think it's happening. Nah. Let's reset. Okay. And now we should be able to shut the doors. Close the stairs first. The door. Okay, closed and locked. While we're at it, might as well turn on all the lights. Get a super bright plate. Right, so going through the checklist again. Door warning lights. That's what we're looking for. This time it's out and gone. Okay. AC voltmeter select to engine instrument, which it is. And the DC voltmeter should be on bus, which it is. Perfect. Heater fuel switch should be in the normal position. Up here. Heater fuel switch is normal, yes. Heater fuel ignition selector switches all on system number 1. 2 is on top, 1 is down, all 4 are number 1. Cabin heater master switch should be on and up. So what you gotta do is move the guard, and then move this up. Cabin heater master done. Airfoil de-ice heater master should be off, which it is. Prop de-icer switches should be off. Which it is, yes, right next to it. Carburetor de-icer switches should be off as well, all four right there. Cockpit heat control as desired. Warm. As warm as you can get. Checked. Windshield heat control. It's about 0 to 10 degrees right now, 7 degrees outside, so we have that. Anti-icing fluid quantities. We have to check over here on these gauges. So anti-icing fluid is right this one right here. It is on full right now. Left is empty, so yep. Checked. Hydraulic fluid quantity is also over here somewhere. Hydraulic reservoir, it is full, so that's good. Water and alcohol injection. All four are full. Okay, cool. And we might actually be using this today because of the small field toga in case. Fuel quantity, right, we gotta set that up according to our flight plan today. So give me a second, let me do that right now. This one. And our payload, actually I didn't even set that up. Oops. So fuel total on board when is 8411. So adjusted accordingly. 8411. Whatever, close enough. That gives us about 912 on the outboard tanks main, and 1300 on the inboard mains, 1100 in the alternate outboards, and inboard alternates have 900 each. So we verify that over here as well. These are all the gauges right here, alternates on top, main over here, so main tank 1 should have about 900, which it does. Same for the main 4, check. 1300 on these each, 11, 12, 13, 13, yep, checked. All mains checked. Alternates 1100 on the outboards, 1000, 1100, 1000, 1100 checked, and about 917, so showing a little bit under 900, but they're not the most accurate gauges, but close enough, yeah, sure. Checked. Fuel on board. Payload on board 8740 pounds in total. We're gonna split it up. Put about 4,000 in the back, right? 4,300. Hello, Al. Good morning. And about 4,400 in the front. And that should give us a actually, don't have anything in the lower cargo holds, just everything on the top. Put it all up there. 8,740. $8,742 checked. Okay, cargo on board, fuel on board, close that. And oil quantities. So it's up here somewhere. Oil. There you go. Auxiliary oil is full, and normal oil is also full. 1, 2, 3, 4, and auxiliary full as well. Checked. Okay. Lighting switches checked as required. Engine supercharger switches on low. That's going to be on over here. Engine superchargers all 4 on low. Fire extinguisher, selector, valve, and discharge handles. That's going to be on the very MCP thingy, I guess the main panel of these. If they were pulled out, you would see them twisted. All 4 are in, and baggage compartments as well. Check. Okay. Clocks and altimeters. Altimeters, what do we need to set it to? Let's find out. On the GTN, we can tune that in. Turn these on as well. Incident on COM 2, 122.0.
Plus. System test okay.
Okay, good to know. Hide the yoke. No, I'm planning on listening to both for now.
Papa Alpha Juliet November Airport information India 1153 Zulu weather wind 09er3 at 13 visibility 10 sky condition 2600 scattered ceiling 3700 overcast temperature 7 dew point 5 altimeter 3046 advise on initial contact you have information India Papa Alpha Juliet November Airport information India 1.
Okay, we got information India, 3046 on the altimeter, so we'll set that up now. 3046. So there's 3040 right there. So 46 would be 246, that one right there. Yep, set. And about 47 feet is all airport elevation. It's showing actually it's showing less than 20, but again, gauge is not the most accurate, so all good. Hello there. No, the DC6 was released 6 months ago, probably, maybe a little bit earlier, for P3D and FSX. For X-Plane, it was released even much before that. So no. Just that I'm flying it today, so yeah. I promised my stream December 6th I'll start flying this airplane, and December 6th, so that's why we're doing it. Now the lighting going through, that's a little bit unlegit right there. The cabin lighting, it's going through the cockpit. So they probably should look into that. Nope. Okay, it's this one right here. And that light goes through. Seems legit. Just leave that off for now then. Where are you headed? I'm heading to Charlie Zulu Sierra Tango, Stewart Airport in Canada. Small airport, 1.5 hours away. Hello there, Kay. It should work. There we go. That's our routing. Small little airfield by Orbex. We're flying VFR into there. 3,000 foot runway. Sorry. Right. Where was I in my checklist? Clocks and altimeters. You have altimeters set, hydraulic system, and bypass control levers. I think that's on the pedestal, if I'm mistaken. Actually, no, I remember where it was. Go to the engineer's seat right there. It's that thing down there. It needs to be on, and that is in the down position. Up is off. Checked. Okay. Auxiliary hydraulic pump. We'll put it on and check the pressure for now. And then go to the first officer's seat. Should be able to see the pressure right here. Turn lights on for his side. Should go in this white range right here between 2600 and 31. And thank you for your follow, Slar. Welcome to Aviation Hub. Slar. And okay, yeah, as long as it's within this white arc, it's all good. Somewhere, anywhere. And that's okay. And then we turn the auxiliary hydraulic pressure pump off, and it started to rain. Perfect. We should close the windows now. Just don't want to get wet. Hey, but you know what that means, guys? You get to hear annoying viper sounds again. This airplane, vipers are, yeah, fun. Where were they again? This side, right? I forget. Should be an overhead right here. Nope, actually no. trying to remember right now. Wipers. This guy's side. First officer, nope. God damn it. I remember turning them on earlier. The thing with this plane though, there's so much stuff everywhere you tend to forget after a while. Poppet light, pitos, all that. Pressurization, voltmeters. Yeah, where the heck? Is this more difficult than DC9? Most certainly, yes. In terms of flying the airplane, not that much. In terms of figuring out where everything is, yes, it's a lot more handful of an aircraft with less flows to things than the DC9. This was a 3-crew plane, the DC9 was a 2-crew one. God damn it, where's... Where's it gone? Or did this plane not have Vipers? I'm pretty sure it did, right? Yeah, they're out there. Function brain. There's oxygen down there. Auto feather emergency lights, or engine instrument lights rather. So those are prop, de-icer, ammeter selector, crew member lighting. I remember it was someplace interesting. If I can only remember where that interesting place was. Will you ever get the DC-10? There's not a good one out there, unfortunately. I have the CLS or Just Flight DC-10. It's I try to fly it. It's not that amazing. Let me Google it real quick. I'm just gonna spend the whole day just looking for wipers, which is something we don't want up. No, that's gyro selector. Never mind. What about the Just Flight DC-10? It is the same thing. CLS, Just Flight, DC-10, they're both the same. Just Flight is just the person selling them. They didn't actually make the DC-10. I'm pretty sure it's like someplace pretty obvious I'm just missing out on right now. We used it last flight as well. I don't know why I can't find it right now. Blah, blah. Was it down here? No. Can't be. It'd have to be someplace like up front. There we go. See? Told you it was like probably somewhere obvious. I can't remember this thing. That's wipers. Now, if only had a true glass integration as well, I think it would be pretty epic, but there we go. Wiper is a rotating thing. Anyways, back to starting this cleanup. Hydraulic system pressure checked. Hydraulic system pump selector. We had to guard it back, close it, and leave it in the on position. 2600 to 30 pressure check. Auxiliary hydraulic pump off and down. Fuel tank selector valves should be on the main tanks and forward, which is right here. Main. Checked. Cross feeds are off. Propeller master RPM full forward. Engine master controls to number 2 or number 3 auto, which is on number 3 auto right now. That's fine. Throttle should be cranked open about 1/10 of an inch. Autopilot should be off, which it is. Gyro pilot is off, alt controls off, and mechanical disengage is down. Checked. Mixture controls all 4 idle cutoff and lock is removed. Fuel oil pressure warning switches lower on the FO side. Okay, right here. All 4 are on. Checked. Autopilot servers are disengaged, landing gear control lever down, and 3 green indicated. Elevator trim tab 2 degrees up. Up. 0. 1, 2, right about there. That looks good. Set. Carburetor air temperature controls. Carburetor temperature. All 4 are in the cold position. Wing flap control lever is up. Com and nav frequencies, we'll set them up, sure. And VOR courses we'll come back to, and then we can start our engines. Thank you, Manos. Appreciate that. Okay, we got 122.0 on the comm for weather. On comm 1, we'll use Unicom because no one's online on an ATC on BATSIM right now. So 122.8 active. Nothing needed on standby because we don't intend to contact anyone either. As for departure, we're flying out in the Juneau 5, which I can go over briefly with you guys, do a quick briefing, departure briefing. So airports here. It is Juneau 5. Oops. The Iris C-27J, yeah, I think the battle lifter, and there was also another one. The Transall C-160. Apparently, it's a good add-on as well. Transall C-160. P3D. Damn it, can't type. GSS Simulation Transall C-160. That's the military transport type airplane that I've heard is sort of okay. It's the military delivery van, as Lurk calls it. German delivery van. Older avionics, but it works. Well-made simulation of the aircraft. Anywho, briefing. So here we are at the airport. We are actually on the ramp area, which is somewhere around there. We're departing, or supposed to depart on runway 08, so we'll taxi straight out, and then go take Alpha all the way to the holding point Bravo for runway 08, and then take off on 08 thereafter. Departure heading initially for us is going to be pretty much as soon as we're airborne. Make a right-hand turn back toward the COGHEN NDB frequency 212 to intercept 279 pretty much to COGHEN, Cogland, whatever, and fly back towards it. and then back course of the LSDME 109.9, radial 251 out until we pick up radial 391 from Echo Fox, or radial 027 from the sisters VOR 114.0, at which point we'll be at waypoint Barlow. So from there we make our heading 140 left turn to pick up radial 076 from sisters, and then turn on it until 24.3 DME to waypoint Radkey, and then at Radkey we intercept 135 towards Sierra Quebec Mike, which is Sumner, and then from Sumner we pick up radial 228 to Level Island and fly there. And after that will be the flight plan route. Takeoff minimum for runway 8. Minimum climb from 1,000 feet as stated as per transition. 1/4 visibility. Okay, we're good with visibility right now. Minimum climb on 385 feet till 4,600. That's needed for us. So about 120 knots climb speed for us. So about 700 feet per minute, all the way up to 4,600 feet. Initial climb will be climb right turn as soon as practicable. Climb and visual conditions direct to CGL, or heading 279 to IJDL West course D2.0 IJDL. Visual conditions must be maintained from takeoff until established over CGL, and then back course of it. And then from CGL West course, like again, pretty much what I said. But we're climbing initially to 4,600 feet apparently. Rising terrain up to 3,000 feet to the north, south, and east of the airport. So north, south, and east. This area pretty much. So it will be an interesting departure. Transition all 18,000 because America. ADF required, which we will tune into right now. And yeah, that's about it. Obstacles, sure, there are plenty around, but we have the GTN to help us out. We'll use its terrain guidance, and actually we'll be using its RNAV guidance as well to guide us to these waypoints, and using raw data as secondary. So what we're going to tune into right now is the VOR 212, oh sorry, NDB 212, which is CGL 212. Yep, exactly. Put it on active. Should see the needle go. ADF needle, it should be to our right. Can't say we have picked it up, but I think we have, I don't know. .212 on ADF 1, and on ADF 2 I'll need Sierra Quebec Mike 529. That on active. Haven't picked them up yet, but probably will up in the air. In terms of VOR, nav course, one will be, I'm going to click this to change to nav radio. 109.9er. That is active. IJDL confirmed, yep, perfect. And on standby, I'll put in Sisters 114. And on nav2, we'll have tuned in Level Island 116.5. And also tune in Sisters on the backup here just in case we need it. Okay, check. Let's put it on VLOC mode for now. 109.9 is active, so we need to dial in our course of 251 as well. there. Someone we want to pick up out of. And on VOR2, I should have Sisters is active, right? No, 106.5 is active, so I'll tune in radial 228 over here. 228. 230 is gonna be here. 9, 8, right about there. Okay, set. And I think we're ready on in terms of nav and comm radios. And departure briefing is completed. Rotate is going to be at about 100 knots. No actual V-speed full calculations that we do for this plane. Didn't have the tables actually even. So it's a rough estimate at about 100 knots. When she feels ready, just slowly pick her up off the ground. And as you would hear most DC-9 pilots explain it, it's not so much the DC-9 takes off from the ground, but it's that the ground falls away from the DC-9, or sorry, the DC-6 rather. So it's a very slow and sluggish climber, so yeah, I mean, climbs really slowly. Initially on departure, doesn't want to leave the ground, and eventually the ground just falls away. Once it picks up enough speed, then you just maintain level pitch pretty much. And once you accelerate to about 120 knots, then you can start pulling back on the stick a little bit more. And trying to maintain a climb to maintain about 140 knot climb speed. But anywho, okay, we're up to starting engines next, so oops. What we're gonna do is use the flight engineer now. We're gonna get rid of the chocks. Gonna use our flight engineer, where'd he go? And run him through the before starts.
Cockpit pre-flight. Completed. Voice recorder. Tasted. Flight kit, ship's papers. On board. Fuel and fluids. Checked. Pressurization. Sit. Manifold and duct pressure. Checked. Radios. Checked. Doors and hatches. Closed. Door warning lights. Out. Gear pins. Removed. 3 on board. Seat belts and pedals. Adjusted. Throttles. Sit to idle. Propellers. Forward and 3. Before start checks complete.
Alright, he's got us configured to start the engines, which we gotta do ourselves, and we'll be taxiing out straight out from this gate, so we can just start on the gate here, no pushback required. So, ground power is connected, so we'll do a ground start, and we'll start with the fuel booster pump. Set it to low for engine number 3. Engine selector switch to number 3, which he already did for us. And what we're going to do is turn the safety switch on, and that's going to also put the start switch on. On 3 we start priming. On 6 boost. Then magneto cell reset to both, and make sure it's already set, so the engine should start up accordingly afterwards. So let's go ahead. Yell clear prop out the window, make sure no one's standing around, which is good. Beacons are on, so starting 3.
3. 6.
And on 9, technically you should move this to both.
9.
And you should
12.
start up. 12. Smoky, and start. Okay, good start on 3. Should move the mixture control to auto rich now, which he did. Perfect. And we can go ahead and start number 4 now. So number 4, boost pump to low. That one off. Just a throttle to maintain about 1,000 RPMs. Yep, panos. I'm looking at right here. RPMs about 1,000. You want to keep it at. Okay, starting 4 then. Boost pump on. Mixture. Low. Auto lean rather. And start. Nope, never mind. Starting number 3 already. Oops. And starting now.
3, 6, 5, 12.
There goes the engine. As you can see, there's icing on the engine also, a little bit, by the looks of it. So we'll have to de-ice them a little bit. Visible signs of icing, cold rain. Good start. Keep it at the 1,000 RPM mark, which it is. Perfect. Should have done it already, but we'll do it again. Auto rich, yep. Boost pump off. Selector number 2 now, starting with. And number 2, boost pump 2 low. And starting 2.
3, 6, 5, 12.
There's number 2. And failed start on number 2. Engine 2 did not start up. I forgot mixture, I think, is what happened there. Oops. There we go, let's try this again. Okay, boost pump is on low. Number 2 selected, starting 2.
3, 6, 5, 12.
Get a good start this time. Forgot to give it fuel, but there we go. Looks better this time. Yep, we got our pressure. All temps are rising. Carburetor temp is good. Fuel pressure is good. A little bit high, but good. That's probably because I have the boost pump on. If I turn that off, fuel pressure should drop. Yep, perfect. And about sustaining 1,000 RPM, give or take. Good. Let's start with number 1 then. So back down again, sorry. I know it's going a lot of back and forth, but a lot of that happens on this plane. Number 1, boost pump 2 low, and selector switch to number 1, and starting number 1.
3, 6, 5, 12.
Snow build up on the cone as well. Okay, good starts. Actually, let's not lock it yet. I'll lock it. Boost pumps off. Start selector switch off. Magneto's all on. And we can switch to plain battery now and disconnect the ground power. It should have already taken away. Yep, perfect. And we're going to taxi out on our own power now. All we got to do is let him run through the after start checks, and away we go.
Start selected boost pumps. Off and off. Battery switch. Plane battery. Generators and inverters. Checked and on. Emergency lights. Armed. Ground
It
power.
does, Lara, it does.
Removed. After start checks complete.
Okay, after start checks completed. Next up before takeoff, so we're good to taxi now. We don't really have nose taxi lights on this aircraft, so what we're going to do instead is extend our landing lights and turn them on. There we go, got the lights. In a few minutes. Verify they are fully extended, which they appear to be. And what we're going to do now is turn the motor off, extend the motor, turn the carburetor de-icing on. It's a little bit cold. Pitot selects the pitot is right here. Captain and pitot static. Brakes released. Now let's taxi. No. The flight engineer sat on this seat right here in the middle, and his panel was this whole thing on top. So this is what he would have been sitting here, right here, and be manning everything from down here to the throttle quadrant and everything up here, pretty much. So they got rid of that engineer's panel that used to be there, like there in the Connie, and moved it all up here, basically. Check, they're working. Flight controls we can check now. Flight controls are not working. Interesting. Oh, actually I know why. Now the gust lock on. Like that. There we go. Okay, working now. Keep the gust lock on. Remove it before takeoff. Any good DC6 for FS9? No idea. There's probably a good freeware one by Cal Classics or something. Look for them. Probably not the same quality as the PMDG though. But yeah, look for Cal Classics. Something for you guys. Yep, and that map's active now. Okay, so we taxi straight out of here. Follow the line and then make a right on Alpha. Probably not Panos. There's probably still quite a few people. I mean, I was still using FS9 until about 2 years ago, so This mine didn't have hardware that could handle stuff like P3D or FSX even. So when I got a new PC, I moved up. And I still use FSX as well. But yeah, I moved up from FS9 at the very least, and I probably should get Vipers on as well now. Although it doesn't really matter much on the sim, obviously, as you can see. And I missed my taxiway loops. Get on the runway, don't have clearance. At least this thing has a little bit of a better turning circle than the Constellation, I'll give it that. Connie's turning circle is lols. Okay, that's true, yeah, Panos. One of the last, right. Okay, pre-takeoff checks please. Mr. Piloto. Or for light engineer rather.
Boost pumps.
Turn them all on.
Boost pumps on low. Fuel selector and crossfeed. Main tanks and crossfeed off. Autopilot and carbide. Off and cold. Hydraulic system. Down, forward, pressure and quantity checked. Okay. Flaps 20.
There we go. Flaps coming down. Right there. And 20 indicated done.
Flaps set 20. Windows and turbine. Closed and on. Controls. Gas block released. Free. Detonator. On. Mixture and cowl flaps. Reach unlocked. Set. Transponder.
Set it to on now.
Landing lights.
On and extended. Use them for taxiing.
Extended and on. Before takeoff checks complete.
Okay, we'll just hold short right here. Actually, you know what? Now, before takeoff checks completed, there's no one else flying into the airport, so just make sure of that as well. I don't see any traffic on the nav map either, so we're good. We're just gonna line up now and wait, and then get ready to go. Okay, good enough on that lineup. Stop right here for a second. Okay, nav lights. Go to flash, which is the equivalent of strobes there. We got gears, we got flaps, we got everything else set. Runway heading verified. Should be 083. We have about 81, 82. Yep, close enough. Set. Radial and everything is set. So straight ahead, as soon as practicable, right-hand turn. Fly back to the CGL NDB. CGL is going to be this one right here. And I'm bearing 240 right now, so we turn around and follow this needle, this white one, fly in whatever heading it says. Fly towards that, and once we pick it up, then we are looking to pick up this VOR radio and fly out on it until 8 DME, which we're going to read from here, 8 DME, 8.0. And then we make a left-hand turn to heading 140 afterwards. So let's go. We'll let the flight engineer take care of our power settings.
30 inches stabilize.
Hold the
30
brakes still
inches
in.
stabilize. Stabilized. Cal flaps. Cal flaps. Cal flaps set. Full power, please. Going full power.
full power. Manflex SRS runway. Lego. Power set.
Full power set.
Brakes released. And we're going. Both hands on the yoke now. He's got power for me, so manage on flying this airplane. Knots, start rotating. Up she goes.
Plus right, gear up. Gear selected up.
And we are VFR for this bit, so I look out the window.
Gear up, lights out.
Wait for 500 feet, then I'll start the turn, or end of the runway rather. Bye-bye, Juneau. Okay, let's get 120 knots and right-hand turn now. Keep our climb going. We need to keep 700 feet per minute at the very least, all the way to 4,600 feet.
Flaps up. Flaps going up.
No, that's the
Retail
flaps.
power.
And a turn down.
Setting meter power, 48 inches, 2600 RPM.
Following that white needle, pretty much west now, 270. And there's our needle.
Meter power set. Climb power. Setting climb power.
Thank you for your follow. Hazret, welcome aviation up. Wait till we pick up that localizer, needle starts coming active, and then fly out on it heading 251.
Climb power set.
And there's the airport we just departed. Bye-bye. NDB is right on the edge, around there somewhere.
After takeoff checklist, please. After takeoff checks complete.
Awesome. Passing 2700 now. Still climbing towards an NDB, and we gotta wait until it flips over and it's behind us. We fly on this heading 251. Okay, needle's starting to go around. Once it's fully behind us, fly on the loc. Okay, heading 251 now. We are left a little bit. And should be right about there. 51. Fly it out until 8 DME. Right now we are at 3.1 DME. And soon we'll be in cloud, so fully instruments. IMC. 5 miles now. We're climbing to 7,000 feet. We've got about 1,500 more to go. .6 DME now. I know you guys probably can't see it, but it's there. That's what I'm looking at. Down there. 1,000 to go. Accelerate to about 150 knots now. Just trim. 7.5. 7.7. 7.8. 9, and there's 8 DME. Okay, left turn heading 140. Okay, 150. Leveling out on that turn. And we got 140. Sort of. Not quite. And we hit 7,000 feet. Okay, let's level out a little bit. To pick up 076 from SSR. 076 from SSR. SSR is 114.0. That on the active here as well. It'd be nice if I could switch to nav frequencies, damn it. Nope, we're at 8,000. Oops. Back down. There we go. 114.0. That is the active now. And I want to pick up radio from there. 076. Roughly there-ish. Flying through some clouds right now. What I'm going to do? And you know what? Let's just climb further. Why not? Let's go all the way to cruise alt 210. Sure, let's climb. Going to 210. A bit bumpy. it should be at about maybe at about 17 DME, give or take, where we start picking it up. So keep heading out on it for now. Just hold that heading the best I can. Okay, I see it moving a little bit more again. This is it, coming right in. So I think right about now we should start turning left heading 076. Nice and gentle turn. One hour, 40 minutes, give or take. So not that long. Maybe a bit less turning. Okay, let's hold 090 for now for a bit. Pick it up again, the radio. There you go. Now we're above mostly overcast below us, and if you'll see them only in a moment or two as we get up further. The extent of the overcast, you can see a little bit of hills up around us, not much here and there. Okay, there it is. Left turn heading 076. Until 24 DME. Thank you for your follow, Altia. Long Aviation Hub as well. Passing through 13.5 right now for 2210. Okay. About 076 right there. Hold it. Fly out on it till 24.3 DME, which is right now, and right hand turn now, heading 135. And now we're flying towards the Sierra Quebec Mike NDB, which we should have tuned in on number 2. 29 yet. So towards the number 2 ADF, which is this thing that's pointing at right now. Or it's not even functioning right now. Oops. Huh, it's not working. Okay. Interesting. I put on ADF 1 as well. Nope, just inop. Inop NDB, okay. No worries. We're looking to pick up radial 228 to Lima Victor Delta. 228 to Lima Victor Delta. Lima Victor Delta is 1165. 5. And 228.2. Yeah, it does. And I remember I forgot to do something. Actually, you know what? Let's engage autopilot. Mechanical engage as well. Perfect. We'll maintain our heading for now, which is okay by me. Keep climbing at this current pitch is okay. And what I'm going to do right now is what I forgot to do is set in my flight plan the GTN. So flight plan. We're going from Juneau to what just happened there? You guys see that? What the heck was that? Oh, I'm getting... suffering from hypoxia, apparently. So it won't let me click any buttons. Is it legit? Didn't know that was a thing. Okay. Yeah, no way. What the heck? I have no control over my power because I can't disable the flight engineer, and I can't, except moving my camera, I can't really do anything. Right now it's disabled all my windows. So I'm gonna have to descend at full power because the flight engineer's got my power control levers. Okay. I'm blacking out apparently. Yeah, what? Exactly. There you go. I'm a little bit better now. I got control. Quick, take control from the flight engineer. Board. Let's descend down to 10,000. Seems legit. Take a look at the pressurization there. Cabin alt. Differential pressure is okay. We're at 21,000. Wait, no. Wait. Yeah, pressurization don't work. Flight should be at 21,000. Interesting. Yeah, that was interesting indeed. Okay, let's engage autopilot again. I think I'm okay. Find out in a moment. This is legit. Didn't know that was a thing. Did not know that was a thing. I'm not sure what caused it. I think it's part of this airplane add-on itself. But yeah, never seen anything like that before. So, okay. Anywho, let's just fill in our flight plan so we can let it take over. Just a second. In fact, let's get autopilot. Put myself back in a climb first. but I should be going on Juliet 502 to Doozy. We're climbing again. Victor 309 to PR Prince Rupert. Load, and then after that we're going to Charlie Zulu Sierra Tango on our own VFR. Oops. Stewart. Store. Active flight plan, and we are going direct to Lima Victor Delta right now. Activate. Okay, we shall survive this time, I think. We'll find out in a moment, but once we get up back to 15,000 feet or so, whether our pressurization is working or something is warped. Cabin is decreasing right now. Our altitude is being maintained. Actually, no, we're losing altitude as well. Or not. We are climbing, but okay, cabin altitude is falling. Cabin altitude is currently at 12,500. Wow. No wonder. So our pressurization wasn't working for whatever reason. Number three, there we go. So yeah, it's the cabin differential pressure about 500 feet right now. Yeah, that will explain it indeed. But our cruise altitude of flight level 210 should have a cabin altitude at about 9,000 feet, give or take. So it's going to depressurize to get back to that. But yeah, it was at 15,000 cabin alt. That's why we were suffering from hypoxia as pilots. Does it let you don oxygen mask? No, the oxygen regulator is just for show. Interesting. Yeah, I kind of just oxygen flow, but yeah, I would have needed my oxygen mask there. Oops. Anywho, control nav, that is active. We should be flying towards Lima Victor Delta. Okay, back en route. Oh well. First flight in DC6 proper, and we already start suffering from hypoxia. Good start. Good start. Yeah, now let's just verify our engines are set properly up. We're not burning them. Climb settings, okay. Speed about 155 knots for the climb, so adjust our trim. Try to get there. Power, climb power. About 36 inches. And maintain a cylinder head temperature of 260 degrees or less. Okay. Gotcha. 36 inches manifold, 2200 RPMs. Right about there. Cylinder head temps are CHT. That's these right here. They're in the green range. So barely. You know what? I can probably close the cowl flaps a bit. To 4 degrees about. Monitor head temp a little bit more. I think I'm starting to climb up a little bit. We just got to keep it below 260, so that's that red line right there. And as long as we keep it around 200, I think the green range there should be good. Right down the lower end, but it should pick up. Well, I'll be fine. Prop RPMs are good. BMAP, we want to keep 170. Square inch. Good, set. And now we're climbing. Over Alaska. Can't see much of it. Should be all covered by Orbix. I got the whole PNW, Southern Alaska, and whatever. The third region was in this here running below us. Hey, we should be good. Climbing at about 600 feet per minute at about 150 knots. And we accelerate a little bit more, just to trim. No, it's coming back to, okay. I gotta set it up through this. For the pressurization as well, still decreasing. It's at 11,000, sort of okay now. Yeah, it's still going down. It should go all the way down to 9,000. Good. We're climbing through 17.5 right now. At 18,000, we can set altimeters down to 2992, and probably can go to the red lights now. We don't need those anymore. Better lighting. Those signs can go up. All right, all good now. GPS flight plan, climbing to 18, about 155 knots. Time speed's okay, pressurization's okay. We're heading to Lima Victor Delta. And that measures our deviation due to wind. That's where the VOR, that's where we're headed, or that's where we're facing, nose is. But we're heading towards the VOR, basically, is what's happening right now. Excuse me. So about 15 degrees. I think, is our deviation due to wind. And the wind we have is the 60 knot headwind, rather. A little bit of a crosswind there. 59 knots from our right, a bit of a headwind component. Taking us to Lima Victor Delta. Sweet. Transponder, I probably should have set it this to 2200. And our code is going to be November 747 Charlie Echo, sorry. That's our registration code. Charlie Echo. It says on our tail, November 747 Charlie Echo. Everts Air Cargo's DC6, one of their 11 DC6s that they own in their fleet. They also own a couple of Curtiss C-46s. And also they have about, I think, 5 or 6 DC-9s, DC-950 freighters, and 132 CF as well. but most are 50 converter freighters as well. And they have an MD-82F as well, a couple of those. And I think they are soon going to expand to 737 freighters as well, converter freighters. Buy them off of Alaska Airlines or something like that. So they're doing good. In fact, probably learn about Everts Air Cargo from the guys themselves. Do have IFE related to this, if you guys want to watch. Anyway, they passed 18. Set altimeter back down to 2992. Right about there. That's 19. Checked. Good. Speed, sort of. Okay. And actually, I'm going to have to turn superchargers on now. I have lower. Set. 2,000 feet to go. It's like interesting. Never seen that before. That's one tiny cloud just sitting there in between. I've never noticed that with active sky before. Just one cloud. Almost. Interesting. Hey, you can see a little bit now. Just the hair around us. I'll be doing on CHTs. Still good. Probably turn it down a little bit more. Shit. Carburetor de-icer is going to go off. Not flying through any precipitation and icing at the moment. Same for the airfoil de-icer, prop de-icer, and also going down. I should be able to de-ice it. Temperature is about 72 degrees, good enough. Quite a little bit more. And cabin alt is descending still to 9,000. Looks like it's almost done. There you go. Let's come up, and it should keep it at that now. Cabin diff pressure is about 4,000 feet. Or sorry, 4,000 pounds per square inch. It's between inside and outside of the plane. There you go, yeah. Exactly maintain 9. And we are at level 210, I believe, right now. Just passed it. So stop climbing aircraft. All to maintain. And I'll set it up to cruise stage now. Flight engineer.
Cruise power, please. Setting cruise power. Power is set.
Awesome. broken. The mixture is to auto lean now. And what we can do in cruise as well, switch from main tanks to our alternate tanks. All four. And take a look at our mains, how we're doing. 400, 600, 600, 400, good. So we'll turn them back on descent. And we start just burning off of the alternates for now. We're gonna empty those up. Delta. We'll start descending at about ANN. Alpha November to Papa Romeo. We'll be descending on that leg there. So yeah, the airport we're going into, just fully VFR. There's really no guidance I can give to it, no charts to refer to, so there's really not much to consult in terms of charts and reading material and briefings go. We'll just be descending all the way down to about 5,000 feet, give or take. We'll see whatever the ceiling is. We'll just start to stay below that. That way we can fly VFR without being in the clouds. And then just fly it down from PR, which is Prince Rupert. We'll fly VFR up the river in the valley all the way till we get to our airport, pretty much, and use the GTN for guidance. Use it as a TAWS system as well, in case. But we should be VFR, so that way we should stay below the clouds and just keep an eye out and bring it into Stewart, pretty much. So we'll be switching out from IFR to VFR on that leg right there afterwards. Other than that, come Saturday, the 9th of December, we're going to have a fly-in to Kamchatka, I believe. No, wait, it's Petropavlovsk, whatever, you know how you say it. UHMD is where we're flying into Providinia Bay, sorry. That's the one. The r/flight sim Discord server is going to have the UHMA to UHMD for props, UESS to UHMD for jets flying event happening from about 1500 Zulu to about 1800 Zulu for turboprops, and about starting on 1300 Zulu till about 1800 Zulu for jets. We're going to fly into Providinia Bay, which is an interesting airport, to say the least. The noise. Yeah, I mean, say it's going to be a stunt Saturday, stunt fly day Saturday, pretty much, for us that day. There's a briefing docket that Twitchy prepared for us for the fly-in. I believe I'm going to fly the DC-9 for this, because I feel like it's an airplane that works, sort of, with something like that. So we're going to fly the DC-9 into Providinia, and this is what we're going to be doing, basically. It's a SAR, or sorry, what's it called? What does it say? There it is. This one, the PAR, sorry, the PAR NDB runway 19. Place your bets how many go around. 69. A lot of them probably. But I'll be flying the Cool Sky DC-9, and I'll be using FSX because in P3Dv4 this scenery is not fully compatible. There are some issues with, like, in particular this area, the terrain, a little bit screwed up. But this is what we're going to do basically. Fly to the NDB, overhead the airport, and then fly out using timings rather. You know, fly these legs, which will be pretty interesting. And then the end there, which is a really steep turn while avoiding terrain, and getting lined up and landing on this airport, which is supposedly a you know, airport like this in the middle of the snow. That's the airport right there. It's like not even paved, really, honestly. This is the airport right there. In the winter months, it's really an interesting airport. Obviously, I'll go over this entire briefing docket with you guys on that day that we actually do this flight. You know, what else would we do? This is Twitchy flying a 747 in because it's crazy like that. But yeah, I'll go over the briefing docket on that day, but you have a good briefing docket. And if you want to join in for the event or just, you know, get this for yourself, do check it out. You can obviously do that by joining the Reddit Discord server. Links in chat right now. If you want, you can join in and then just go to the announcement section and you can read all about it. Bunch of cool guys on Discord, just, you know, flight sim enthusiasts. I have to say, probably the best community out there for flight sim enthusiasts, and amazing shots like the one this Stormy just posted there. Nice. X-Plane 11, looks like, yeah. That auto gen though, man, holy crap. Sheesh. 757. Yep, hey Stormy. Yeah, that auto gen, those trees, oh my god. 757 is a little bit too shiny IMO, but then again, it was like that also. God, that looks good. Yeah, seriously, those trees, man. It does look big. The airport we're going into will be sort of like this, like in terms of autogen and stuff around, but the trees, yeah, obviously, they don't look nearly as good as over here. Oops, I gotta do not reply. Let's see. Ah, interesting. Cool, good to know. Good to know. Okay, let's take a look on how we're doing. Burn the fuel off there. Pressurization is good again. We are still not to Lima Victor Delta. A ways to go. Up and around here and there a little bit. 49 knot tailwind, or sorry, headwind now, or crosswind rather, with a little bit of headwind. But it's dying down, which is good for us. Actually, where we were, and a little bit to the north of us, near Valdez, is a pretty strong jet stream going on right now, heading west to east. So probably what we were experiencing there. It gets stronger, obviously, the higher up you go, but yeah. I wonder what the heck that is. Why does it not take shadow? It's like fully bright red, all this. Don't get it. Whatever. Still no ways to go till we need to start descending, so all we gotta do now is wait. We're already at cruise all. Power set, everything's good. CHTs are good as well. Yeah. Mess with the cowl flaps there. 150 inches BMAP. Cuts at air temp of about minus 32 degrees Celsius. Inside cabin temp of 70 something, 71, 72 degrees Celsius. Or Fahrenheit, sorry. So about 22 degrees Celsius. We're all set. But if you're looking for a challenging airport to fly in today, definitely fly in and out of PAVD Fort Valdez. That airport today is like, yeah, the conditions there today. Make it fun for you. Yeah, get the Orbic scenery as well. I have it already, so but get it. It's cray cray. Of course, yeah. You gotta have all that Orbic scenery. Orbix boy. Pure sounds of engines. Enjoy. You know who would be on top of the list? You know exactly who. Rob Atkinson. He has literally everything, probably. Yep. Never wrap. Give me some sexy DMK style shots, but I don't know how to do them angles. How to do them angles. Look good? That looks good. Hey, plane's making turns. Add some tilt. As in like the plane. Make it move. Okay, give me a second. Let's go to chase plane camera settings. No, that's not it. Wait, what? Oh. You guys probably can't see it. Not unless I do this. That chase plane. Professional photographers at work here. Not really. Perfect. Hold it steady. Check. Looks sort of okay. must have overstepped. Probably, yeah. Well, more hours for you, and points, rather. More miles for you. Playing Star Citizen all night. Yeah, he did sleep quite late. He was posting shots. So, probably it. Probably. Let's see how many miles we got. I got too many. 62,000 miles. GG's. You're getting there. Premier Silver class. Nice. Noise, noise. Let's burn some miles here then. Free for all. Type FFA to join in. Winner takes all. Bro, I gotta tilt it like angle shots. How? Teach me, master. Teach me. No, that's up and down, forward. And basically as I move it. Isn't there like 3 sliders? No? Tilt is, you know, it's just pretty much what I can do with the middle mouse click, move it up and down and stuff like that. Hello, Tivek. What up? Trying to make some beautiful shots like DMK or Papa Whiskey. Now, tilt doesn't do anything, tilt just moves it up and down like that. See, look. Nuh-uh. That actually moves it up and down, and it actually moves it left and right. Again, all this stuff I can actually just do with my controls. Yep. The way to do it would be to actually move the plane. But I don't want to take it off autopilot, so. Yeah. Well, I mean, timing is one big thing. But yeah, like put your plane at an offset. Basically, this shot's not, plane is not the center of it. To some extent. Real quick, how are we? Doozy to end, okay. After Doozy, start our descent. But we're gonna come back down this valley eventually. Airport somewhere off in that direction. Keep air in front and behind the object you're shooting. If you have some in front, it gives the shot velocity. Right, okay. Start. Oh wait, you wanted a cockpit screening. There. I can give you one better. I can give you an actual look at the cockpit. What do you want to see, Tivek? Makes it look like kind of going somewhere. Alright, cool. Yeah, what do you want to see? Dial switches, because we got plenty of those. Filled with them. All over. We even got our navigator's window for celestial navigation. Everything. Okay. So let's do a cockpit tour. We start with, on the left here, oxygen regulator, or the flight engineer there. And then what we get here is, behind it, is the circuit breaker panel, which all of it is clickable, and you can actually screw it up, so you gotta make sure set it up right before the flight begins, and it's all up and not tripped. So yeah, that's circuit breakers right there. A couple more up here for transponder, ADF, GPSs, and that's where usually most of the equipment is stored. You know, your computers and stuff for the ADFs and all that. All gonna be here on this rack right here, pretty much like a server rack. That's the entrance to the airplane that you get it on and off of for the crew. For the passengers, you could open this door, get out the back, and there'd be another door on the back for them to get on and off the plane. Obviously not much for us except our wings. Yes, they are. And it's PMDG, yes. Although they're older planes, they weren't all switchable in the VC. Now they are, because made specifically for V4 in mind, and a lot more, you know, they can do it without worrying about VAS. You know, you got your standard animations, moving, closing flight engineer seats. Your seats are not adjustable per se, but these armrests are. And I mean, really, there was nowhere to move the seats anywhere other than up and down, honestly. On these rails, you literally can't do much. On a DC6. Pilot comfort, not really much of a thing back then. Passengers had more comfort though. What else? Got some nice leather stuff, you know, cladding, I guess. What do you call that? All over the dash there. You got your fire handles all over here. Hold those in case for fire in the cylinders, engines, compartments, hydraulics, all that. You got your PMDG yoke there, your push-to-talk there, and I believe this is something else. I can't remember what that is, but nothing to do with autopilot. Autopilot mechanical disengage is going to be this black lever right here. That says equivalent of autopilot on and off. Then there's the gyro pilot on and off, which is equivalent of setting a navigation mode, either heading select or LNAV, whatever. Well, not really heading select. Gyro pilot on, you just move it to gyro pilot mode, and you can just, you know, move this knob to the left, and it will start turning at that particular rate. And then whenever you're happy with the heading you're at, set center it, and it will level out. But yeah, there's an autopilot off lever, not a switch. Mechanical disengage switch, the altitude control, that's the altitude maintain, and the mode selector right here, gyro pilot localizer, or approach mode if you're on the ILS. Approach ready comes on when there's a localizer tuned in, and it is able to pick that up. You can adjust your vertical speed, or rather pitch, not vertical speed, through this right here. You can adjust your trims for ailerons and stuff like there, marker beacons. Turn those on, off, high, low, up here. You can have older radio panels all over here if you want it, from the PMDG menus. Not there. Here, I removed them because I don't need them, but you could have your VHF, marker, radios, all that stuff you won't really need once you get one of these on board, which is the 650, so I got rid of them. Just pointless stuff, not going to use. But you can have it on if you weren't, if you know, decided to go sans GPS, which you can just disable it all, and use Benedict's radios, and you're gonna go full old school. You can do that. Obviously, we have our ADF right here. Switch between ADF 1 and 2 sources right there. Our COM 2 right here, NAV 2 right here, and obviously NAV 1 and COM 1 is being handled by the 650. 650 standard there. Cal flap settings up here. Running lights on, off, the lamps, and then extend the retract for the lamps. The lamps actually go in and out of the plane. You can see this thing right here. So you extend it, the motor, it comes out, and then you turn the lamp on separately, and then turn the motor back off, and then you retract them. Max 610 speed for these is about 140 knots, I believe. Anything above that, you probably should retract them, or you risk damaging them. Obviously, the retract, you should have the motor in the off position, not leave it in on any motor position, because that tends to cause the motor to overheat. And every time you use it to extend or retract, you need to wait about 2 minutes before you command it or use it again. Otherwise, again, motor will overheat. Retrofitted a 650, yep, pretty much. Mostly IRL ones that you would see the DC6 still flying, they actually would have a 430 in here. Obviously, PMDG gave the option of the 650 because that's what GTN or Flight 1 made. Alternatively, you can also enable the default 430, or you can even use the Flight 1 Genus 430 if you have it. And that's technically what you would normally find on this aircraft. Obviously your nose wheel controls right there. Your comms panel, pretty much select your audio sources into your headset and the volumes. Obviously the volume doesn't work. On an A2A plane it would. This one it doesn't. Your clock, your DME readouts, your transponder, you can switch between transponder 1 and 2 as the active. Transponder 1 is in the GTN itself, transponder 2 is well, if you have the old radios on, you also got a separate transponder here, so you can do that. Technically for us we only have one, so it's cool. Your normal 6-pack there, speed, horizon, your and OBS there, your vertical speed. You have your VR card, you have your ADF card right here. Beacons, this is your gyro compass. This is OBS number 2 for the ADF if you want it. Not sure what this is exactly. Like, it looks like there's a panel hole for you to stick in a yoke through this thing. But obviously, you know, it comes in from the ground, so I'm not quite sure what that's for exactly. Could be just the panel was made for it and you can stick one in between also, maybe, I don't know. This is something that I've been like, what is that? Is this a giant hole that's covered? Maybe it's a separate gauge that you can put in there, I don't know. But your water pressure lighting, for, you know, if you use a water or alcohol injected into the engines for takeoff for extra power to help them cool down. Your water pressure right there, flap position indicator, your RPMs for engine number 1, 2, 3, 4 right here. Same for manifold pressure 1, 2, and 3, 4. Your BMAP, pounds per square inch, 1, 2. Actually, no, 1, 2, 3, 4. Each of the engines have it separately there. Your fuel flow 1, 2, and 3 and 4 engines right there. Free air temp, water pressure again for engines 3 and 4. This is 1 and 2. Carb air 1, 2, 3, and 4. Speaking of which, I probably should have carb heat on. Super cold. Damn it, flight engineer's not resetting it. He keeps resetting it. Whatever. I'll pick it up, really. It's pretty damn cold. Oil temps right there, oil pressure, fuel pressure. Doesn't have a marker for 10,000 feet. In here? Oh, you mean there's 3 needles. So there's this small one right here that indicates 10,000s of feet, and there's the big needle which indicates the hundreds of feet, and there's this one that indicates the thousands of feet. So we are 21,200 right now. So there's 3 needles technically. It's hard to see really, but yeah, it's really hard to see normally, but tiny one there. So 21,200. Normally, for the most newer ones, it just is like a big, you know, white line that moves about, and it's probably easier to see. That's why. The small one usually it's hidden and it's hard to see, but yeah. What else? Up here, same thing for the flight engineer side. Your engine, fuel, and oil pressure warning isolation switches down here. Autopilot here. Your prop or your throttles 1, 2, 3, and 4, both pilot and co-pilot side. Your mixture control, mixtures down here. All 4. Landing gear right here. Your flap lever right here. This thing right here is your fuel tank selector. We're set to 4 alternate tanks right now. So if you go on the overhead, we're burning fuel. off the 4 alternate tanks for the time being. You have 8 tanks in total on this plane, 4 mains, 4 alternates. You use the mains for taxi, or on the ground pretty much, and takeoff and landing. And use the alternates whenever you can otherwise. You have the inboards and the outboards. The inboards hold more fuel than the outboards, capacity wise. Then you got more gauges here that give you race readouts for your anti-icing fluid, which we are empty on right now. We pretty much use up all our anti-icing fluid. GG's. Oops. So we're probably gonna have that filled up next flight. Cabin's heated, tail's not heated at the moment, what I can see, that's okay. What else? Oil, right there, hydraulics, auxiliary oil, water, if you use that for takeoff. The blue lever is a prop RPM. There's no blue levers, but the prop RPM is this white P. You only have one for the entire thing. It controls for all 4 engines. At the same time, you can set it to one particular engine if you wanted by moving this red handle to move it in manual mode, and then you can use one of these 4 switches to adjust it for a particular engine if you want it. But that's not normal. It's only in case something screwed up. These are cross feeds too, so you can turn on left cross feed, right cross feed from main to all to main. Switch that on and off there. Next to mixture. Oh, this? No, that's carb heat. All 4 of these, those are carburetor heats. That's your flap handle. You gotta squeeze it and then move it. It's your gear. Squeeze it and move it as well. The neutral up and down position. That's your hydraulics. Auxiliary hydraulics. You have it on usually, or takeoff and landing for more hydraulic power to operate your flaps and gears. There's our alternate airport right there, Papa Alpha Kilo Tango, packed, and this river thing you see right here is what we're going to go down in towards our airport, VFR. So what we should do now is start descending. I'm distracted there a little bit. Yep, let's start descending. Key, Alt, Control off. Slight descent. And flight engineer descent checks,
26 inches, please. Setting 26 inches.
About 800 feet per minute. Let go. Target alt is about 5,000 feet, give or take.
26 inches set.
And we should be going VFR afterwards.
Descent checklist, please. Altimeters and flight instruments cross-checked.
Hello, Sphere.
Seatbelt signs
What's up?
On. Engine blower
On
is low.
now. No smoking can go on as well.
Low.
Engine blower's
Descent
low
checks
right
are
there.
complete.
Supercharger's off. And descent check completed. Okay. Descending nicely at 1,000 feet per minute, so we need 21 minutes to lose 21,000 feet. But we're losing 17,000, so we'll need 17 minutes, and hopefully that is enough. Let's see. I'll be at CYPR 75 divided by 220 about. I'll be there in 20 minutes at aforementioned waypoint. That's the point at which I want to be at 5,000. So 20 minutes. I only need 17 minutes, so that way we'll be good. Love. Sorry, Sphere. Waking you up early. Must have been really hard. You were like up all night, I think, playing whatever the game you were playing, Star Citizen, I think. I'm just curious, why is that like so orange down there? Shouldn't be orange like that, but yeah. It's packed. The alternates. Flight Sim World. Of course, yeah. I forgot, sorry. Flight Sim World. Yeah, the airport we're flying into, short runway, very, very short runway, 3,000 feet only. A very narrow runway as well, so there's not much room for us to be, you know, all over the place. Gotta nail that landing. So it'll be fun. Let's show you where I'm going. And we have strictly VFR only, no instrument approaches into this airport. Yep, it will be interesting. Oil leak over the engines. Nah, that's just normal exhaust from takeoff, really. All that. That's why they painted it black even, because they know. They already know. But yeah, on takeoff you should see there's even backfiring coming out. You can see flames coming out. Pretty cool. Yeah, that's the airport we're going into. So it's in a valley. That's the airport right there. And we'll be flying VFR along the river until we reach there. That's the airport we'll be landing at. And that's why our alternate is this PAKT in case we can't land here, but it'll be fun. Normal traffic expected at this airport, but we'll be getting a DC6 in there right now. I tried loading the DC6 in just to see how it'll look like. So basically our left landing gear will be the number 3, our right landing gear will be the number 6, and our wingspan is bigger than the runway itself. Just goes a little bit to the close to that walking path we see right there, or taxiway, I guess. Yeah, that's an airport. Tiny little airport, Orbix airport. Looks pretty nice. It was Orbix's first 2 cm per pixel airport, so like it looks really beautiful. In V4 especially. Really high detail, but yeah. Yep, move the Cessna over. We're coming in. Coming in hot. It's a really, really, really high detailed airport. This and Milford Sound in New Zealand. I got that one as well. Pretty good looking airports. So yeah, it'll be a fun thing to fly a DC6 into this, but I mean that's what it's made for. It can do stall. It can take flying into this airport. Whether or not it can fly out is a different question altogether, but it can get in, sure. Most certainly can get in. Can go full screen. Disabled. No. Ooh. Get a Majestic Q400 32-bit edition update. Nobody even uses 32-bit anymore, yep. But yeah, the 64-bit update has been moved to 32-bit. And yeah, that's a taxiway. That road. Or dirt road next to it. That's our taxiway. It show like an overview of the airport if it can. Wait, what? Oh, and Orion on skis. There we go. Yeah, that's kind of the runway we're expecting to be landing at, so let's see, that'll be fun. Haven't practiced it at all, so we're trying it live in front of you guys, but if you can make it, we'll come back to our alternate airport, which we saw just a little bit behind down there. That one has a full ILS and big ass runway, so. In theory, on paper, you can, yes. On paper, you can. It's a 3,000 foot runway. This plane stopping distance at full braking is 2,700, so we're cutting it a little bit close. But it can land. I gotta nail the landing. So it's gonna be tight. I know, right, Tevek? Exactly. Only my second landing ever on the DC6. Just gotta nail it perfectly. No big deal. It's going to be close, indeed. It is going to be close. Very, very close. Okay, where are we at? We're 14,000 past transition, so let's grab local altimeter settings for the airport. Going to be interpolated weather, but let's see. Altimeter 3058, winds 105 at 03, visibility 10 statute miles, broken at 3900. Temperature -1, dew point -9, altimeter 3058. Okay. 3058. Yes, there is. There's the A2A Constellation, works in V4, and I use it to bits. Amazing plane. The A2A Connie. In my opinion, it's even more. It's better made than the PMDG DC6 IMO. Definitely is a more. How did I put this? Immersive airplane from that era than the PMDG DC6. Yeah, you should totally get it then, the A2A Constellation. I've done a few videos on it actually. I flew it just 3 streams ago on Saturday, I think, last Saturday. If you want to check it out, go to my stream videos. You'll see, yeah, there on December 2nd. Yesterday I flew the Connie. The day before I flew the Connie. Oh, this is still going on. And I flew the Connie just a couple days ago. Dude, it performs a lot better than the PMDG, even A2A style. The 5-hour stream, yeah. 5-hour stream. A long flight. And this one, I think we flew from. Where was it? Can't even remember right now. Where did we even fly? But yeah, we flew from Marseille to Amsterdam on the KLM 8 Connie. I remember. Rip. Flew the Flying Dutchman into the night with the low visibility. Now I remember. That was fun. Into EHAM with literally 0 visibility until minimums. We had ATC as well. Shh! Didn't happen, Sphere. Didn't happen. There's my terrible landing there, attempt there. We are still descending on mine, so nothing much to see there. I know, right? That chat. Between the academic and pro versions. It's for depending on which sim you have. If you have the P3D Pro, you get the Pro. If you have P3D Academic, you get the Academic. And nothing different in the add-on itself. It's just the licensing. And if you have a license for one, it doesn't work with the other because the A2A actually actively checks. So it just depends on which P3D version you have. Yeah, that landing was. But yeah, if you have P3D Academic, get Academic. Anywho, what was that? Back to our current flight. What are we doing? Descending 11,000. 11,400. We got still 32 miles to go. That's gonna be $9 minutes to go. Oops, dropped my calculator. 9 minutes to go till we reach there, and we are having to lose only 6,000 feet, so we're good. We'll have 3 minutes to spare. We'll get down a little bit lower. Actually, our speed's actually also dropping the lower we go, so that helps. We got a 26 knot crosswind at the moment. The weather is good, sort of. You gotta start heading left from here. Technically, we're gonna double back toward that direction. You know what? I could probably just take VFR and head down there directly, but I'll lose the altitude first. But we gotta head basically after PR and DB. We're fully VFR, cancel IFR, heading down that way through the valley, all the way up to our destination. So this is our plan of action, basically. Currently we are somewhere around here, TDNBG right there, going all the way down to PR, and then I'm going to turn left, and then we're going to fly over through this river up here, and then enter in, and then fly down this, like between these zones of Anchorage and Vancouver, pretty much, on this valley, this terrain all around, through this river all the way up to our airport, Stewart, right there. VFR between the United States and British Columbia, and the airport's on the Canadian side, but pretty much on the border. So do I, Tivek, but you really barely notice it. Like I've forgotten all about it. Only time I really care about it if I'm posting a screenshot, really. But yeah, we'll enter via tree point. There we go. We enter via tree point and take it in from there. We should be, I'm not sure if it's going to be modeled. I do have the PNW region, so we'll see, but there's supposed to be a train track running along this. We'll see. OpenLC or something, vectors might have it in. There should be a railroad below us as well for us to follow. So we could still be flying IFR, which is I follow railroads. But in case things don't work out, there's Ketchikan right there, our alternate airport, with a, you know, full-on ILS, long runway, and all that. We fly back and land there. If you have PFJ, it will be accurate to always fly there. PFJ, what's that? Airport? Lol, Tibek. And Sphere, you've always been famous, man. Always famous. Okay, I'm gonna avoid flying into those clouds and just take it VFR from here. Let's just say we spoke to controller, just cancel our IFR, took VFR, and then disengage autopilot, actually go to the gyro pilot mode. Now left turn, head out, start heading up. Also be using that little nav map for guidance. So pretty much, yeah, you just set it to the left, like how many degrees you want to turn. It turns and it keeps turning. It will not reset. And when you want it to reset, you just center it again whenever you're happy with the heading you're headed. How does that work? Okay, so just like over here, you have the automatic flight engineer with the PMDG. Like over here, you can set it up to various stages of flight, and you just click it, and he will set the aircraft up for that. On the A2A Connie, though, is more like a living, breathing engineer. More, you know, less of a panel state setup kind of a guy. So what happens is, stop turning there. Center out. Looks about good. Let you right a little bit. What the A2A engineer is like you just turn him on from the settings, and once you do that, he actually actively monitors stuff, and he takes care of your. He can take care of your pressurization. He can take care of your engine. So all you got to do is you have control over the prop pitch and the manifold pressure. You have flight controls. Obviously, you're a captain flying, but he will manage your cowl flaps for you. He will make sure your cylinder heat temps are within range, and he'll warn you in case they're getting too high or too low, and advise you the proper action that you need to take. He'll also suggest various things if you missed out for this stage of flight. He will take care of systems for you pretty much. So you just focus on as what a captain would do, flying the airplane, navigating pretty much, and he'll take care of your engines for you, engine management. That's the way it works. On the PMDG DC6, it's more like you set it. You just tell it what stage of flight you're in right now. So if I say in range, and you will set my engines up to whatever power setting they should be if you're in range. That's all they do in the PMDG DC6. So he's not as much of a living person as he is on the A2A Connie. They've done a pretty good job with it. Like he's an actual person there. Visibility dropped significantly. It looked a lot better when we were up there. Come down here and nope. Still VFR though, so that's good. Okay, we're at 4,000 feet. Let's stop descending. Actually, I'll take control from the engineer there, and take control of the aircraft as well. So make that autopilot. My aircraft. Wow, visibility is definitely taking a turn for the worst. We'll fly VFR using GTM. He is, yeah. Sphere, he is. And that guy, he loves his oil pressures. He loves checking that all the time. Nuco will know. That engineer loves his oil. While we're talking about it, power pressure check. Power pressure normal. System's okay. Power pressure check. Power pressure normal. I like saying that a lot. Okay, let's climb up a little bit. Getting a little bit low. 3,000 feet. Keep it a little bit higher. That way we have good visual reference with the ground. Sort of. We can also see out ahead. FSU crew flipped out on me yesterday. What happened? Rip. Yeah, exactly. New Captain. We should lower the power to engage these superchargers. Captain, that engine doesn't sound that great. But yeah, he read every checklist item twice and responded twice. Rip. Hot. Yeah, Betty with her coffee delivery every time. She comes up at the wrongest time sometimes. Like you're trying to make you're talking to a controller, informing them of something, and then suddenly she'll come in between, start serving you coffee. Like, come on, I'm trying to talk to you. Looks like amazing weather. I don't know what you're talking about. Look, it's all fine now. It's toast legit active sky happening right there, just like how Twitchy was saying. Like, you get low visibility over one NDB, go to the next one, it's all clear. Lols. Like, can you imagine how the hell was it so foggy back there if it's like this all over? The heck? A little bit of a seam legit. It's Betty, damn it, not Debbie. Come on, Sphere, you should know. But yeah, she does that. She gets you coffee at the weirdest times. And you obviously you get, since it's the captain of the ship, you get stuff like, you know, when you're boarding, you get randomly, you'll get VIPs on board who'll be very judgmental of your landings and takeoffs and whatever. So you gotta take care of that. The passengers will actually scream if you try to fly like a little bit legitly, put too many G-forces or stuff like that. You know, descent or over speed descent, they actually start screaming. They clap if you do good landings, stuff like that. They congratulate you when you're leaving. It's pretty cool. You can get a whole career mode going within itself. So it's quite nice. Okay, we're up to 4,000. Looks good. Don't want to get any higher because I see clouds up ahead and I probably should go lower. Okay, cylinder head temps. Still okay. Could probably open a cowl flaps up just a hair. Slightly getting to the high side, especially in number 1. Number 4 also a little bit. Okay, our turn-in point's coming up in those clouds up ahead, and I see visibility dropping again, so that's not a good sign. You can manually, but you can have it randomized as well. So you can set it to a payload amount, like medium, low, or high, and you just click it and randomly select. Obviously, if you want, you can obviously set it up automatically. Like you can select exactly which seats your passengers are sitting on, and then you can load up your cargo on the various cargo holds how much you want. Same with the fuel, you can load it up per tank, or you can set in a total fuel amount and it'll evenly distribute it for you. Stuff like that. It has its own payload menu, sort of like you get with the PMDG, like right here. So on this I could, like, you know, add cargo on the passengers. You can even add the passenger version. You can add passenger numbers, and you can also set up fuel like per tank if you want it, or just set a total fuel load and it'll evenly distribute it. Similar sort of system in the A2A Connie. And it all happens within the sim. I see traffic up ahead on the little nav map. He's at 6,000 feet in the valley straight ahead. November 251 Charlie Victor. That's gonna be an issue. He's also flying out of this airport. Okay, I did not expect traffic here. What's this? Should have 8? There's not enough space for 2 of us in the valley, I don't think. Hey, what's this? Is it one of you guys? Heck. He has no flight plan, he's just flying. We don't even know what aircraft type he is. Oh wait, it's Stormy. Lols. God damn it, Stormy. There's Stormy coming right up. I saw the name and I'm like, god damn it. Okay, then I don't need to worry about traffic. I trust Stormy. Gotta make that movie, lol. Well, the thing is, for me, you're gonna show up as an A330, because that's what my default had, and you didn't fill in the aircraft type. So you're just going to show up as a A330. So you'll be an A330 flying at 6,000 feet next to me, pretty much. Yep, Orbix. Airport we're going into is Orbix. This around us is Orbix. I think this area is covered by PNW or so. Maybe it's in Alaska, I don't know. I think it's PNW, this area. Where we're at already, so. But yeah, it's all Orbix region stuff. Okay, I think it's better you filed as SR22. Okay, cool. Let's see if you showed up. You're still a A330 for me because rip model matching bones. Whatever. Don't have time to change it right now on the fly. But yeah, if you look to your right, you'll see a A330 that's doing a flyby. Don't worry about him. Port traffic in sight. Yeah, I probably should have a Cessna 172. I see you at the 737 lulls. I don't have visual with you yet. I see you're close. Should be right there, but no visual. You're a Cessna for me now, Cessna 150. But no, that's why I can't spot you yet. Whatever. Straight ahead. At 5,000 feet, so you're above me. Traffic not in sight. Pretty much right next to me now, so legit. The heck? Why don't you know, show me traffic, P3D. Seems legit. Whatever. You're behind me, so you're you gotta maintain separation. How far is the airport from here? Still a ways to go. Thank you for your follow, Pete. Vyosin on the Aviation Hub. Okay, cylinder heat's getting a little cold now. So we turn the cowl flaps back to close. No, not negative. I wouldn't trust that man flying. He's supposedly right behind me and I have no visual on. Whatever. This is why there's a door usually. So you don't hear the captain, you don't have to hear the captain saying things like, oops. He's told me to keep your distance, bro. Or keep vertical separation. Getting a little bit close there. I think I see him now. There he is. Right there, just a little bit, I see him. Where my mouse is. I can see him going up. There you go. Right there. barely see him. Now he's turning to the right. Seems legit. Lol sphere. Yet he is the captain. Yeah, no, but sphere. Sorry, Stormy. If you get close, I'm gonna start getting TCAS alerts on the GTN, and it'll be a bit annoying. If you stay 1,000 feet above me, you should be fine, or below, whatever. Like you're definitely in TCAS range right there. Providing radar services to guide you and have clear visibility. Seems legit, man. My visibility down to like what looks like 3-4 statute miles at most. Maybe a little bit more, 5, give or take. It seems to be getting worse. See, Stormy just did a loop. Wow. What are you actually flying, Stormy? Like in sim. Terrain. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's fine. Visual SEP. Say hello to the trees, I guess. There are loads of those. A little bit of snow on the ground is what I can tell, I guess. White rocks, maybe, yeah, probably snow. Because you got snow on this side. Yeah, that's proper Alaskan flying for you. So to our left here, that's the United States of America. To our right is Canada. And we're right on the line, the border, right now. So to the left, we stay on the American side, landing on the Canadian side. Shift 8. The airport's at pretty much sea level, 20 feet elevation, so we're right now 2,000 feet above. Ideally, we'll be doing all of this at 1,500 feet. It's like pretty much circuit alt. And once we get closer, we just fly in, but we got a ways to go still. So I can probably pick up a little bit more speed. Yep, that is a 650. Just loading it up from there onto my, there's a 2D panel, but yeah, that's the Flight 1 GTN 650 right there. You have the option to put that in the PMDG DC6, or as you can see over here, you can also put in the Flight 1 GNS 430, or your default PMDG Benedict's radios, which is just going to be like these. Now you just get another one of these, COM1, COM2 in the middle. Or COM1, NAV1 rather, because this one is COM2, NAV2. Or you can go with the default GPS 400, you can go with default 430, or you can just turn them all off and you can go with this, you know, no GPS, all clean. Up to you. Squeezes the 750 in. Well, honestly, if you ever want to put a 750 in, the best place to put it in this thing would be, I'd put it up like on the dashboard, blocking the pilot's, the second pilot's view, or you gotta replace his 6-pack. Because there's freaking no place, man. Look at this. Thing is stuffed. Gauges and switches everywhere. A little bit of snow here and there. Pedestal. Don't think so. You gotta realize it's not just the 2D panel of the GTN. You gotta put the whole unit behind it as well, like, you know, like this thing. See how thick that is? And there's engine control levers and all in here, so I don't think there's enough space to put it in one of these. Maybe down here, like facing downwards, but I'm not sure how well that would go with regulations. Like, I thought you gotta have it, like, you know, front facing or something. Probably regulation for that, like facing downwards, maybe. Like over here. I don't know. Okay, yeah, like I said, there's supposedly should be a railroad here as well. I don't see it. So there's that. But yeah, we're getting pretty close to the airport now. So
Terrain ahead. Terrain ahead.
there we go. Terrain ahead. She's alive. Now we go down to 1500 and start slowing down now to about
Terrain ahead.
140 knots.
Terrain ahead. Terrain ahead. Terrain ahead. Terrain ahead. Terrain ahead. Terrain ahead. Terrain ahead.
It's fine, okay. I can see the terrain. Jeez.
Terrain ahead. Terrain ahead.
Lost here. Train ahead. Yep. Railroad's here. We're close.
Terrain ahead.
So one thing I haven't figured out, how do you get rid of the gear horn? I'm sure it's like out here somewhere, but idle power, no gear. You got the gear horn. Haven't quite figured out how to get rid of it yet. It's a little bit annoying. I'm trying to slow down, so. Okay, airport straight ahead, about 15 miles, give or take, probably less than that. Look at the thing here. 21 nautical miles, actually, never mind, disregard. And there's stormy behind us. Buttons. Yeah, that's I guess fun flying, just hand flying it through a valley, no big deal. Flying VFR. The approach bit is where it's gonna get fun. So in case we can't make it, the Goran will be climb straight ahead because it's a goddamn valley. You go a little bit further ahead, there's a little bit of an opening, but that'll be our best bet to turn around. But if you don't start turning around there, then we gotta just keep going straight until we find a much better place, which seems will happen not. The valley actually closes up, so yeah, we don't have a choice. We'll have to turn around pretty quickly. We just want to be at minimum road speeds at about 120 knots, full flaps, while doing all of that. But we'll try to make it down to one go. If not, things are going to get interesting. Technically, we already have November 747 Charlie Echo. Whoa, whoa. But yeah, come on, Sphere, join us. Just don't stay anywhere near the runway because you'll block the entire airport. Yeah, the Dash should be able to, probably. Q300 without an issue. The Q400, probably, yeah, can take it. DC6 might be a little bit of a challenge because it doesn't have that much reverser action. But it got strong brakes, and it comes in at a lot slower approach speed, about 90 knots or so. Look who's near you.
Terrain ahead. Terrain ahead.
Train.
Terrain ahead.
Train
Pull
is
up.
near me.
Terrain
Apparently.
ahead. Terrain ahead.
Okay, I'm gonna shut up.
Terrain ahead. Pull up. Terrain ahead. Pull up.
Pause and
Terrain
inhibit.
ahead. Terrain ahead. Pull up.
There we go. Shut up. Rep Tivek, take care, man. It was nice having you. Have the nice foods. Catch you later. Okay, airport straight ahead. The reason I'm saying the left side is trying to stay in America for now. Okay, let's do the in-range checks, please. And then we'll do the before landings.
Cooling turbine. Normal. Fuel booster pumps. On low. Fuel tank selectors.
Set it to main now.
Main is on. Crossfeed off.
Thank you.
Hydraulic bypass valve.
Turn that on.
Down.
Turn on the wipers
No
as well.
smoking signs. On.
Don't need those anymore, bro.
In-range checks complete.
That's another funny thing about the DC6. The Viper's are obviously hydraulically powered, and if you have the Vipers on and the hydraulic on, obviously if you try to extend flaps or gear, at the time that you're doing that, your Vipers stop working. Fun fact.
Flaps 20. Setting flaps 20.
Yeah,
20 flaps
DC6.
set.
Okay, airport straight ahead.
Masters Ridge, please. Auto Ridge.
Pretty much right there.
Masters set. Gear up and down, please. Gear up and down.
That's also another DC6-ism. Gear up and down. You gotta actually move the gear handle lever up first from the neutral position before you can move it down to unlock the gears.
Gear down and locked. 3 greens.
Thank you.
Props. 2400 RPM. RPM set. Cow flaps. Plus 3 degrees. Cow flaps set. ADI. ADI off. ADI is off. Landing lights. Speed good. Extending lights. Lights extended and on. Carbine. Carbine cold. Set cold. Before landing checks complete.
Okay, before landing completed, we're all set. For landing, I just gotta control my flaps. And let's do this. Airport straight ahead, still no visual with the airport, but it's out there somewhere. That sound you can hear is the hydraulic pump sound. It's super annoying. So if you go on the outside you don't get it, but yeah, it's an annoying sound. Still don't see the airport. I think I have to go this way. The Connie is my most favorite plane. My favorite old jet though right now, yeah, probably the Cool Sky DC9. The best old made jet. In the future, I'll probably say it's going to be the MD-80. The Leonardo Mad Dog MD-80. I'm sure that's going to be my new favorite afterwards. But Cool Sky DC9 for older jets, and Connie for props. A2A Constellation. Okay, and I see the airport straight ahead, right there. There's the runway. Let's get ourselves aligned. Off to the right a little bit. Speed check, flaps 30. Reduce the power a little bit. Start putting us in a descent. Keep it at 100 knots or so now. Yep, got it, Stormy, got it. And full flaps. Runway straight ahead. About 90, give or take.
500.
Brace for impact. So be ready to be lunged forward from your seats because of the immense braking action as soon as we hit touchdown. Hi. We made it. Yay, what up, Cessna dudes? Still capable DC6s. Wait, we have to turn around? Nobody said anything about turning around. I don't know. Hey, look, I see Stormy right there. Yeah, I don't know about turning around. Alright, take care, Tavik. Thanks for stopping by, man. Okay, I'm landing. Okay, Stormy's landing as well, apparently. You seem a little bit high, Stormy. Just saying. Yeah, it's a little bit high. Exactly, Sphere. Well, I'll just go to the end of the runway, might as well, because nobody said anything about flying and staying out of here, you know? Or getting out of here. Stormy's almost. Yeah, I think the Stormy's is going to do a flyby, because I don't think he's going to be able to make a landing after that. But okay, for turning around, differential power, differential braking, I think that's the way we're going to have to do this. We can sort of turn on this spot. Yep, here comes Stormy. Brace. And yep, he's still a A330 for me. Legit. Wait, what? No. Damn it. I see Stormy land. Yeah, this is toast legit. A330 landing at this airport. The airport looked really small at a distance. I landed at 2,100 feet this morning. Pretty bad. Oof. Pretty short runway there, Al. What were you flying again? Yeah, totes legit. This is totes legit. There goes Canada. Whee! I believe that's how the Canadians welcome you. A330 flyby. But I mean, look at that. The grass and stuff on this airport. Look how beautiful that looks. But yeah, we're going to go a little bit in the dirt here. And turn through the dirt here. Don't have much of an option here. Watch out for the wings, don't clip a tree. This is the part where we would send someone out to look on the outside. I know, right? It's here. Ooh, wow. 2,100 foot in a 1,900. Yeah, that's gonna be fun. Tough, but fun. There you go. Turn around. Worked out a little bit. Okay, retract flaps after landing checks, please. There's Stormy.
Checks complete.
Right there. Okay, thank you. We'll just go ahead and try to find ourselves a parking spot. And that's going to be a task and a half. Yeah, I mean this airfield, look at it, how beautiful it looks. Like from the top, yeah, you get that weird, you know, how they did the grass things. But just overall quality of it. Look at it from like a particular angle, yeah. Especially on the front and back. Okay, Stormy, seriously? Bro, come on. Come on now. Seems legit. Okay, so everything was cool apart from Stormy there. Too many Cessnas. We'll just you know, prop wash them out. Yeah, no. This is one of those instances where you would just offload on the runway turn back around and take off immediately without even refueling. Technically, you probably want to take off in this direction because this side you got obstacles, trees and such, and a mountain valley that shuts down. This way you got the exit. But yeah, no, there's no place for us to park, definitely. They move these cones, maybe, just maybe. But yeah, we'd be stopping on the runway here. And those brake sounds. Grindy brake sounds. Giving those trees a little bit of a chopping there. Yeah, that's the best I can do right there. Just fly out back on the dirt. Seriously, if they just move those cones, I think we'll be fine. Hey, look, there's Stormy. Just tiny little Cessna. Hi, Stormy. No. That's true, Sphere. That's true. That is very true. Anywho, let me do something real quick. Get rid of that, as yeah. But yeah, this is pretty much parking space for us. That's all we got. So this is where we're gonna stop and kill those engines and then offload from here.
Parking brake is set. Cut entrance.
Here's a gust lock as well. Goodbye engines. Open those windows up. Hey, aircraft shut down. Off we go. Let's head off we go. Open the door. Let me out.
Parking checks complete. A-plane secured.
Thank you. Ah. Beautiful morning in Stewart. Probably want to get out before the day goes because VFR departures only. But but I really hope you guys enjoyed it there. Nice fun little trip of the DC6 into this tiny little airport. Went a lot better than I thought. Definitely have a lot more braking power in sim than it says on the papers. And probably I could have gone with less, I know, less braking there. I just pretty much slammed it. Idle power and prop reverse a little bit and held the brakes down. And then as I saw that we were starting to stop pretty quickly, I let go of the brakes and just let the props do the work. And then idle power, and we pretty much could have stopped pretty much halfway down the runway. So that's good to know, I guess. It has a lot more braking power than we thought. So it's always the plus side. But for now, what you could do is open those cargo holds, cargo doors. We probably won't get GSX working here. But yeah, can get that delivery of whatever it was, 8,000 pounds of it, off the plane through some forklifts or something. I hope they got some because, yeah, no. Or we're just checking it down, I guess. That works too, I guess. So who wants ordered these cigarettes off of Amazon? E-cigs. Anyone? Black Friday deals, they're here now. But it's not 747 enough, yeah. But yeah, these guys, that stuff they bought on Black Friday, Cyber Monday. Their stuff's here. Amazon delivery right here. Can't wait to get Twitch hair colors for this thing. But yeah. X body spray. Whee. Wow, thank you for the host, Dan. All the timing, man. Just about to be going off right here too, but hey, welcome Dan's viewers. How you doing? Just parked our DC6 here at Stewart. Those legit parkings at a tiny airport meant for Cessnas and whoa. What? I can make the world disappear if I look at a particular angle. It's cool, I guess, or weird, I don't know. This guy, let's just say he's Stewart. This is the airport named after him. What's up, Stewart? True story. True story. But yeah, really, I hope you guys enjoyed it. That's enough from me. I'll see you again next stream. I'll see if I can stream tomorrow. If not, definitely I'll be streaming on Friday. Thank you for your follow, Mech, the director. And let me see if I can do a chase plane replay, actually. I haven't tried chase plane replay on this aircraft, so it might break some stuff. Let me just disconnect from vPilot as well while we're at it before we do it. But let's try it. Let's give you guys a replay before I actually sign off. Rip. Hey, Crispy Damn, thank you for the sub, man. Yo, 3 months sub. Thank you, bro. Maybe we should have. Thank you, Captain. Get some kappas for you. Wow, smoky engines, yo. Probably what was happening on landing there. Bang, on the spot. Pretty much 3-pointer there, pretty much. And then we had those scrapey brakes. And it all worked out. Charlie Zulu Sierra Tango. That's the ICAO code for the airport. There's a Orbix scenery as well. Oops. We'll open that. There we go. We'll post a link in chat as well. Yeah, it does look great. It's a beautiful scenery. Got it on last sale. Had it for a while. Just haven't flown into this airport yet, and the DC6 seemed like the perfect plane to fly in here. So that's what we did. Flew in from Juneau, and later we probably might fly out of here towards Port Valdez or something. Initially I was going to fly out of Port Valdez, but the weather there looked pretty damn bad, so... Lol, stormy. It did look like it, yeah. I mean, apart from the smoky engines, that looked quite okay. You can do a little slow-mo replay again for the landing. And let's see if we can get an airport view off it. That's the nearest tower, apparently. Seems legit. And oh, there we go. Then we got a different tower view. It's all 1x playback right there. I know, right? What a smoke trail. But yeah, we slammed it into the ground there on landing. And there's that full braking power happening right there. Yeah, the smoke's a little bit unlegit, but oh well, it works at least. It worked, and I probably could have done just idle power and let it go in all the way, honestly. But hey, it worked out in the end. Definitely worked out. Another view. Wing view. With the smoke trail this time. Yeah, that's gonna be it from me, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. See you guys definitely on Friday. I'll be flying into SBRJ again. Hopefully this time not screwing up. Yep, already landed, Liam. Just doing some replays now. And it went okay. Also on Saturday we'll be doing the Discord server fly-in to damn it, forget the name. Providencia Bay, which will be another Stun Fly Day. Pretty much the whole Stun Fly Day streams really for us. We're going to be flying the Providencia Bay, which is going to be an interesting approach. SBRJ going to be an interesting one as well on Friday. So Friday, Saturday is going to be a full, you know, interesting weekend filled with interesting landings. If you want to check out and join in for that fly-in, you can do so by going to the Reddit Discord server right there. Yep, 420. But if you go to the Discord Reddit server, you can join in, go to the announcement section. You can read all about it, get the sceneries that you need. You can even read the briefing docket that tells you how to fly in. But we're planning to do it between 1300 Zulu and 1800 Zulu on the Saturday. So yeah. Can you fly in Norway one day? Sure, I can. Fly around Norway quite a lot, actually. With FTX Norway and airports in Norway and all that, some beautiful scenery out there. So yeah, we'll definitely be using this airplane a lot more. Right now I'm just sort of getting used to the plane, that's why I'm not using it in Twitch air colors, but eventually the plan is to get this for the VA and start flying it, doing proper ops in it as well. But anywho, hope you guys enjoyed it. Take care, have a good night, and I'll see you again Friday and maybe tomorrow as well, about 1200 Zulu if I do start streaming. So yeah, take care guys, good night.